Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ani Marie YouTube channel. I'm so excited that we're here again. So this new motivation that we're talking about today is action versus words. Actions versus words. And a lot of times we can get confused with it because some people's word is not bond. And a lot of times we begin to have people in our life because our word is not bond. So we're going to step into some things, and that way we can put some things in perspective and really deal with people and deal with self that really speaks through their actions and not just saying empty words. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I hope that you enjoy. Please comment on the videos. I love to hear what you have to say. Anything that you know or feel can always add to make the video greater and make people's experience even better. So I appreciate you for that. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope that you guys enjoy it so much. I hope you do. I hope you do. So let me know how you feel. Like the video and share the live. If you haven't subscribed to the Ani Marie YouTube channel, please subscribe and help us to expand and be better and make people their better self. So we thank you for that, and I love you so much. All right, here we go. I'm honestly going to be talking about people that we deal with, relationships that we deal with, people that we're connected to when we think about actions versus words. When we talk about action versus words, what does action mean? We know that we feel like action is to do something, right? But the definition of action is the fact or process of doing something, right? I just thought it was doing something, but when we say action, it is fact. Okay, so wait, well, I'm not really understanding that. Well, if you said that you love me now, then your actions should show that you love me. Your actions will bring the fact to the part of what you say. Okay. We can say a whole lot of stuff, but if our actions aren't matching our words, then our words are empty. So let's talk about words. When we say words, what does words mean? Words is a meaningful element to speech. We write down words, we speak words. It's a meaningful element of something that we use every day. But when we're talking about words, and I tell you something, I declare something, the definition we're looking for is one's account of truth. The thing that is real about both action and words is action is talking about fact, which fact is truth. And words is talking about account of truth. Okay. So if I'm saying something, then it has to be it. Right? If I say that I'm going to do something, if I say I'm going to get it together, if I tell you that I'm going to bring you to work, then what I need to account for that truth. Did you bring me to work? Did you show up late? Did you never show up? What happened? Do you see what I mean? Thank you guys. Tap the screen and share the live. Hey, positive. Welcome forward. Detroit, hit love. It's one's account of truth. Words. So we hear the cliche of everybody say actions speak louder than words, but that is something, and that's how we are supposed to live, right? People say things and make promises they have no intention of keeping. If you have ever dealt with someone that said things and their actions never backed up what they said, I want you to put a 1 in the comments. I want to see how many people have dealt with someone that said a whole lot of things, but when it came down to the nitty gritty, it never happened. I said that okay, Brazilian, okay, Camilla. Davin, welcome forward, love. Okay, they say a whole lot of words. You're always talking to me. I'm always hearing you, but I never see you do nothing. Okay, actions versus words. We're talking about actions versus words, and it's cliche to sit there and say, well, actions, I mean, we hear it all the time. It's something that a lot of people stand by. Actions speak louder than words. And the reason why we're saying that, because a lot of people say things and make promises they have no intention on keeping. So if you're telling me something that you're going to do something for me, how much do you really, thank you, Dan, how much do you really love me? You see what I mean? How much do you really love me if your intention wasn't good in the first place? Okay, if you gonna give me words and they're gonna be empty, how do you truly feel about me? Okay, we're gonna get, because we're going through this. We're going through this so we can start removing some things and some people out of our life to start putting some things into perspective. Okay, so when we talk about what we say, prayers, hey OP, hey love is an action word, not just a statement. That part, preacher, it comes with more than just a word. It's more than just a word. So when we start talking about actions and words, what we're thinking about is behavior. When we talk about actions and words, we got to think about the word has to have a behavior. The behavior must change. If I tell you that I give you my word that I'm going to pay you back, and then I see you out in the streets going to the club, I see you going to the mall, spending money, I see you getting 100 Amazon packages, you done bought a new car. Okay, your actions aren't lining up with your words. Your behavior has to change. Your behavior, thank you, Candy, your behavior has to change to what you have said, what you have declared out of your mouth. You said something, so your behavior has to match that thing. And when we talk about behavior, that's when we're talking about action. That's where we're seeing King, hey love. That's when we're seeing how you move. So my behavior has to mirror my words. My word is bond. How strong do you feel that your word is? A lot of people, like we talked about earlier, people saying things and making promises that have no intention to keep. How important do they see their self? Words without action are null and void. That part, Candy. Listen, it's just a word. But for it to become alive, you must do something. You know, Janet, hey love, hey JC. It must mirror the words. And if we can't keep our word and our word cannot be bond, how great do we feel that we are? How much a pair of lips can tell you anything? That part, Candy, come on. We can say anything we want, but where is your dignity? Where is your honor? Do you love yourself enough that what you say is bond? Come on, Candy, thank you. Do you see that? If I say something, I gotta mean it. Why? Because I respect myself. I respect what comes out of my mouth. Whatever comes out represents me. People will lie to just appease the situation, to appease you, to make it seem a certain way. I'm gonna say what I have to say. Even I'll make some promises if I need to. Thank you, Juicy. Thank you. The only thing that cannot be taken from us is our word. Come on, preacher. But when I feel like I'm this small, guess what? My word is this small. When I feel like I'm not enough, guess what? My words isn't enough. Ooh, that part. When I don't feel like I have value, my words don't have value. If I feel like I'm lost and I can't find me, then guess what? My words are lost. It is all, boyfriend and love, it is all connected. It's together, it comes together, it's a mirror image, right? But then we have people that will lie to appease the situation. I'll make you feel good right now because I want something. There's something that they want from you. Keisha, welcome forward, Queen, I love you. There is something that they want from you. There is something that they need from you, so they will lie. They will do what they need to do to get you to believe them, and they will get what they need and then see it later. They won't even speak to you again. They won't be concerned with you. So we got to watch with the people that have a good mouth. They know exactly what to say. If you ever dealt with somebody like that, they said all the right things. I want you to put a 1 in the comment. I didn't say that they did all the right things. I said they said all the right things. I'm telling you, they always had the right thing to say, but nothing never matched the actions. Okay, Chocolate. Okay, Keisha. They was quick with the mouth, had always looked good to people, always said the right thing, always had the right answers. But guess what? Their life ain't never. Did y'all ever have, come on, Chocolate, did you ever have somebody want to talk to you about your relationship, but yet they single? If they can't hold a man or a woman to save their life. If you ever met somebody like that, put a 1 in the comment. You better say, okay, Candy, because I'm just trying to see who's with me right now. If you ever met someone that always had something to say, and it was always the right thing, but then you look at their life and say, well, you believe in God so much, why didn't you go for that job? And you telling me to do this, and you quoting scriptures here and there, and you talking about this, and you talk about that, and what you saying is good and it's real, but you know what, I look at you telling me to have faith in God and step out and go out on my dreams, but you won't even get out the house because you feel, well, I gotta watch the kids. Well, okay, Chocolate, you're saying all the right stuff, but you don't live what you say. And that's what we're talking about, actions versus words. It's not enough for me. If you give me the answer, honey, you should have went through what you went through so you could tell me how to get through. Come on, I don't just need the answer, but I need the direction. I need the instruction. It's not enough for me just to know from what you're saying and what your actions are empty. I need more than that. We know people like this. Come on, Chucky. Come on, Dane. We know people like that. We see it all the time. You know what? Let's get a little deeper. Some of us, it's us. For some of us, it's us. You know, we know all the right answers and we know what to say. But when those words come out of our mouth, it's not something that we live. Okay, we're going to keep going. We're going to get a little bit deeper now. Have you ever met somebody that was woke but their life ain't? I want you to put, okay, Candy. I want you to put a 1 in the comments. If you ever met somebody that was woke, had all the knowledge in the world, but their life wasn't woke, they ain't lived nothing, they said. Okay, Candy, I'm talking about, we could talk about healers, and I awoke, and I know about 9/11, I know about this, and the man's trying to take over my life, and we're enslaved, and we're in mental bondage, but you the one out of everybody that's in the most bondage, but yet you know why you're in bondage, but you stayed there. There's things haven't done any work, that part. Faith without works is dead, right? So we can talk about it. It's like, let's get a little bit deeper. It's like a scholar can go and study something, because someone can study how to be a preacher. Come on now, preacher. Somebody can study how to be a preacher. Somebody can know all the words, know all the scriptures, and want to have a church and be over people. But if you don't have that anointing and you're not able to do, then it's not going to work. Faith without works is dead. It's the same thing. You can study all this stuff, but if you don't apply it to your life, then there's no life in it. I'm going to say that again. We can say all the words that we want, but if we don't apply those words to our life, there's no life in it. There's no life in the words that you speak. Can we view you and see you? Welcome back, Breezy. See, I need you. Hey, love. Baby, even the devil knows the Bible. Come on, Candy. It's not about reciting something, but where is your fruit? You know, I'm checking and I'm trying to discern something, and you're saying stuff that sound real good, but I don't see it over your life. I don't see it happening for you. That's why it's real hard for people to believe what somebody's saying, because if I see it, well, then if you have all the answers about relationships, then why are you single? What happened to your last relationship? You know, you have a whole lot to say all the time, but when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, you don't want to do nothing. The problem is, a lot of times when people do have the knowledge, they don't have the energy or the desire to get what they want, to be where they need to be. They feel like it takes too much, right? I'm gonna give you an even better example. Come on, Candy. Wakanda, welcome forward. I'm gonna give you an even better example. People always love to tell you about how to eat right. Let's just get to it. People love to, yeah, you're not supposed to be eating this because this is changing your DNA makeup, and this is gonna tell you, and you know what, throw everything out, and you shouldn't be doing this. Honey child, what is in your fridge? Royalty, thank you, Candy. Royalty, welcome forward. What do you have going on in your stuff? Are you living what you saying? Because we so quick to talk about, oh, that's not good, that's not good. So what is the point of having knowledge that we cannot use? Great rising, love. Davina, hey, love. What is the point of having knowledge that you cannot use? I got people so quick to tell me, correct me, and look, yeah, I know I shouldn't be saying this because I just ate McDonald's earlier. And I'm like, this is just not for me. And it's not just about food. What I'm trying to say is actions are louder than words. And sometimes we gotta love ourselves more, that the words that come out of our mouth mean more to us than just to appease the situation, than just to sound good. Honey, I don't wanna just sound good, I wanna feel good. I wanna be good. This is a new year, it's 2022. Come on, I don't want to just go with the motions or go with the flow. I don't want to just say the right things, honey. I want to live the right thing. I want to do the right thing. Okay, Spike Lee, let's do the right thing. That part. Slayer. Hey, love. Davina, yes. Thank you, beautiful. I mean, are y'all hearing me? I want to do the right thing, and I want people around in my life to do the right thing too. That's what I want. Okay, preacher. I see you. Rover, hey, love. Thank you, Davina. Thank you for the tickets. I appreciate you guys and your gifts. We're going to keep going forward. We're talking about faith without works is dead. We're talking about we have to have action in order to put power in our words. We have to have action in order to put power in our words. There are some feelings that cannot be expressed in mere words, just words. There are some feelings that we feel that cannot be expressed with just words. We know, preacher said it earlier, the top thing is love. Listen, you're going to have to show me that you love me. I know you could talk about it, you could say it real nice, it could be a nice candlelight dinner, you could do it at the right time, right place, where, who, when, why. But if I don't feel like I'm loved, then I'm not loved. It's more than what you say. Because I've been there, done that. We are too mature and grown enough to understand now that it's not just about the words that are coming out your mouth, but it has to do with how I feel, what you're doing. Does your words match what you're saying? That part. I'm not a baby anymore. I'm more mature now. I didn't just, before I used to just take the words, before I just to give you the benefit of the doubt, honey, I'm not there no more. I'm in a place that I'm able to see and test some things to get to the qualities that I deserve. If that's not enough for me, listen, then it's not there. Then you need to work on, okay, preacher, then you need to work on what you're saying, and you got to work on the inside of you, because if your integrity and your dignity doesn't match the things that you say, if they don't match the things that you say, then you got to do a self-check. You got to look in the mirror. Come on, Candy. Because Lauren, welcome for a queen. I'm not there anymore. My life is action now. It just don't have to do with words. Because I'm stepping into a greater place, I'm stepping into a higher frequency, that the things that I deal with and the feelings that I have cannot be expressed with just words. I'm going to need you to do a little bit of action before you even say what you have to say. Oh, man. Am I okay, preacher, it starts with the man in the mirror. We talking to the man in the mirror. If you find people with empty words, then their soul is empty. Come on now. Their life is empty. That part. Yes, hollow beings. Empty on the inside, just like your words. Can't believe anything you say because you ain't never come through. You don't even come through for yourself. So how do I believe that you're going to come through for me? Okay, I'm gonna step on some toes right now. We're okay with it because we said new year, new me, right? We said new year, new me, new year, better me, right? If you said new year, new me, or new year, better me, or you said this year is gonna be better for you, I need you to put a 1 in the comment. I want you to put a 1 in the comments. Put a 1 in the comments if you saying this is a new year. I'm going to be my better self. We ain't being cliche when I say new year, new me, and being the same me I was last year, and the same me I was the year before, and the same me I was the year before that, and all that stuff. When we say, come on, Dame, new year, new me, we mean that thing. What you got to say to me, Candy? Because I'm trying to be my better self. I'm tired of taking slack. I'm tired of taking less than I deserve. I'm ready to be in a bigger place, a better place. I'm ready for it. So I'm going to make myself, prepare myself for the greater blessings, prepare myself for my greater self, prepare me. Okay, what do you have for me? Okay, here we go. Enough is us demanding certain things in our life, like someone says to us, I love you, and we say, it's more than what you say, it's how you do. I need you to show me that you love me and not just tell me that you love me. Actually, I should have felt the love before you even ever said I love you for the first time. I should have felt that you love me first before I heard the words out of your mouth. Who am I talking to? So if I'm demanding words from people, then sure enough, I need to do a self check and demand some things from me. Because the one that's running around here talking about I'm going to do this and I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to be my better self, but then to come around and somebody says something to you, now you got an attitude again. You are pretending, wearing new wineskins, pretending to wear new wineskins, pretending to wear new wineskins and taking and trying to take in fresh wine, and you are leaking from the bottom. Do you hear me? It's time for us to get ourselves together before we want to sit and check someone else. Say I love you illustrates is the love that you show, right? It is the hype man. That's all it is. When you have somebody rapping about whatever, you have a hype man. You have the ad libs. Let your I love you be the ad lib. Let it be the seal to the deal. That's what it has to be. A rap is still a rap, and if it's a great rap, whether you have a hype man or not, you're still hype. But if you have a hype man in the background that's hyping the situation, that is what the words I love you does to what the love you already feel. Dane, thank you for the taps, love. Redbone, Great Rising, Beauty Goddess, him and her, Tarek, hey love. Taylor, thank you. So I gotta check some things within and see if my behaviors is changing with the words that I speak. I'm going to come to a place to be able to say what I say and mean what I say that I do it. Whatever I say I'm going to do, I said that I'm going to lose weight, honey, I'm going to lose weight. It might not be on your timing. I'm going to get my health together. It might not be on your timing, but I'm going to do what I said that I'm going to do. It's bad enough that we speak things out of our mouth, but we don't even believe what we say before somebody else does. We don't even believe what we say about us. Oh, I'm changing this year. I'm going to save money. We don't even believe what we say before somebody else does. Okay, Redbone. Okay, Camilla. Okay, Preacher. Okay, Candy. Empty manifestations. And what's even worse is empty manifestations. Empty manifestation. We manifest emptiness, so we receive it. Why are the people that I'm connected to always empty? Why my relationships I always deal with is always empty? Why the love I find is always empty? You are manifesting emptiness in everything in your life. It's the law of attraction. What we give, what we manifest, we get. So if I put this thing in my atmosphere, then sure enough, I'm going to get that thing back. And in order for us to believe doesn't mean that we know the answer, and it doesn't mean that we got it all together. draw a blank with empty words. Come on, preacher. It doesn't mean that we, Joe Bear, welcome forward 7, hey love. You pure toy, hey love. Just because we believe doesn't mean we got it all together. I said I'm losing weight. I don't know how. I'm going to try to do it. And I don't have to have it a certain way. And it doesn't have to be this way. And I'm tired of these goals that we set for ourselves that are not achievable, unattainable goals. Because we want to look like something real good. Great rising, DJ Chosen. Welcome forward, King. Love you. Nanya. Love you, Queen. I love you guys. I love you. These goals, intellect, hey love, unattainable goals because we're scared of failure. We deliver empty words because we really truly don't believe we can do what we say. Man, so you're telling me all this comes down to how I feel about me, Candy? All this comes down to the self-love that I have for me on the inside? Sunshine, hey gorgeous, hey computer love. What happens to me, that's what you're saying? If I feel good about myself, I'll feel good about the words that I say and speak into the atmosphere. This is a new day for me. Come on, King and Queens. It's a new day for you. I shall have power in my words. And I ain't gonna say anything I'm not gonna do. I ain't gonna say anything I'm not gonna do. I don't care how you look at me. I don't care if you look at me sideways. I don't care if it's not enough. I don't care what you're saying. Because what I tell you that I'm going to deliver, that is what I shall have power in my words. Come on, Candy. I can't trust you if your words don't line up with your actions. Right. We want people to be loyal, but our words ain't even real. Everything affects. We want people to be loyal, but our words ain't real. And if our words ain't real, then people can't trust you. So why do you think you keep getting connected to people that ain't loyal to you? Because people can't even trust you. Because you don't even keep the words to yourself. What? You don't even keep the words to yourself. The actions that we do is a greater determinant. To determine something, it's a greater determinant of behavior and character than words are. The actions that we do. Listen, to believe in someone to make sure that they're trustworthy, and you've seen them being trustworthy their whole life with another friend you believe that they're trustworthy without them saying, I'm trustworthy. Why? Because their behaviors and their characters match what they do. We understand that we will read and we will trust someone's actions before their words. Thank you, DJ Chosen, for the tap. Kaleo, hey love, welcome forward, love. Great rising. Thank you. So I gotta be more than what I'm saying. Why? Because it depends on me and it affects my life. My word is my bond. Actions always speak louder than words. That part, DJ Chosen. Great rising, love. Yes, talk about it, King. It's real. I'd rather you never say you love me to me than you never show it. That part. I'm not looking for the I love you if I don't feel it. I don't need you to say it to me to remind me so I could keep pretending that it is what it is. Or I'm about to step on some toes now. Some of us want to hear some words because it helps us to keep us in that imaginary state. That it ain't what is truly real. So we don't see the truth in some things. We love hearing the words. Oh, arguing day and night, 24/7, all day long, but get upset if we don't leave and not say I love you. What? Wait. My life, come on, Candy. Bringing false realities, living in this fantasy world because we want to hear empty words just so we can keep pretending. What? No, this is a new life for me. I don't deserve a pretend life. I deserve a real life. I don't deserve pretend love. I deserve real love. Come on, DJ Chosen. Come on, King. I didn't go through all this I went through in my life, all this suffering. The word says I went through the suffering so I can have the greater. The greater isn't me pretending that I got the greater. Come on, I'm hitting it right here now. Not realizing the mask will fall off eventually. It will. And not realizing how much energy we use to keep the mask on. Come on, Candy. Ada, thank you, beautiful. Great rising. Great rising, queen. And not realizing how much energy we're exhausting to keep the mask on. If the Most High promised us life and that more abundantly, he didn't tell us that we gotta work for it every day, trying to make sure that we do what we do to pretend. No, this thing comes effortlessly, because if he says, listen to this, okay, we're gonna get deeper. Thank you, Most High. It's not of him if we're working for the promise. And listen to what I mean when I say it. If we are burnt out, tired, hurting, dealing with pain, you know why? Because it doesn't match up. Because his word says that the suffering at this present time will not be compared to the glory that shall be revealed. Unfortunately, we are in our life trying to create our own glory, suffering to get it. Suffering to get the glory. All at the same time. That's not how he works. He said that we will suffer and we won't even remember what we suffered, because what we get will be so great. He didn't say you will continue to suffer to be in greatness constantly at the same time. I need to say this right so we catch this. He didn't say you have to kill yourself to be better constantly. Constantly kill yourself all the time to receive something good. That's not what he said. He said the suffering at this present time will not be worthy to be compared. It's not even close to be compared to the glory that shall be revealed. When the glory is revealed, we are not in pain. We are not diluted. We are not depleted. Come on. Thank you, love. Thank you, M. We'll do that. Welcome forward, love. Thank you, gorgeous. Thank you, M. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. The Most High brings change, honey child. And if your situation hasn't changed yet, you got to start looking in the mirror at some things, because he said that he suffered for us for the cross. So why did he suffer? Why did he sacrifice everything if we're sacrificing life every single day to have something that's less than we deserve? If we suffer with him, we also will reign with him. Come on, preacher. A time and a place. Gotta do some shadow work. Come on, Candy. He didn't call me to have life and more abundantly in suffering. Listen to me, because the religion will get us all twisted. I felt like I had to live in the struggle and that's how I get my blessing. No, he said there's going to be a moment in time for everything. But when I give you my glory, you won't even remember the struggle that you was in. That's why most of us are running around here. We don't look like what we've been through. That's evident right there. We don't look like what we've been through. He gave first. Come on, talk about it, King. So no, we're not supposed to be living a life of torment to work for us to feel happy. Happiness is something that's given because he loves us. Come on, street. Let's talk about it. We torturing ourselves. We condemning ourselves to try to wear this mask and this face that isn't real. I want to seem like I'm living that life and more abundantly. I want to bring this fantasy and this fake image to people. So my words are empty because it helps me to keep the facade. It helps me to keep the persona that's not here. Helps me to keep that mask on. It's more effort to try to keep that mask on. You use more energy to keep the mask on than to have your true, authentic self show. We want the empty words. We use the empty words because it keeps us in our fantasy world. It keeps us in a place that we're able to keep pretending that I am who I am. So when you're dealing with people, watch the behaviors. When you see yourself, watch the behaviors. Is the relationships that you're in, when you come to them, is it, do you change who you are before you see them that day? Was you feeling a certain type of way, and then when you got with them, you felt different, and then you left? We don't like what we see, so we keep the mask. Come on, Candy. My authentic self was never enough. Yes, come on, preacher. My authentic self was never enough. So I have to wear the mask because I don't feel like I'm good enough. I have to wear the mask because I gotta seem like it's better. We talked about it. A lot of times we lie and use these empty words to appease the life that we're dreaming of, the life that we fantasize about, the life that we're truly not living. And if you can't accept your own authentic self, nobody else will. That part. And you'll never truly actually know your value. Thank you, DJ Chosen. You'll never truly actually know your value if you never know it within yourself first. And we can't demand it from other people if we don't believe it for me. We become enslaved to self. That part. And this is what I'm trying to say. This is a new year, and we should never have to come to a place to be killing ourselves to feel good. That's what I'm saying. The Most High hasn't called us to kill ourselves to feel good. That's not a life that has been chosen for us. We may go through things that we feel like we're going to die in, but we come out, we conquer, we survive, we move forward, we grow, and we get all that He has for us. But never, and people mistaking that as self-love. Come on, Candy, talk about it. Blaze, welcome forward, love. Welcome forward, Queen. Stage, hey, love. That's what, if you're in a life right now where you're killing yourself to be happy, something is wrong. Something is wrong. That's not the promises that God has for you. Stop creating these promises of you killing yourself, but to be happy. That's not how it goes. It's not real. I am. Come on, Street Lord. Let's be a little bit transparent. I've been there. I've been there, struggling, crucifying myself every single day to force blessings, creating my own blessings, trying to create my own happiness. Coming from an empty place, so the happiness is empty. Man, I've been there. Feeling like I gotta kill myself to make it right, to be right, to live right. No. If you gotta kill yourself to be happy, it's not of Him. If you gotta kill yourself to be happy, you gotta hurt yourself in order to be happy. It is not of Him. Everything that comes from Him is good. He does not promise us things for us to slit our wrists to get it. What He gives us and the promises that are made for us has already been written. You know what that means? We don't gotta give nothing to get it. It's already ours. We just gotta be willing to have faith enough. Come on, DJ Chosen, to move in action. There's so many people right now that are killing themselves to be happy. Killing themselves. I don't know if some situations they're killing themselves because they don't feel like they feel like this is the best that they ever had, so this is the best that they will ever have. Predestined. Come on, Candy, talk about it, Queen. They feel like this was the best that I had, so it's going to be the best that I ever have. That's not the best that you'll ever have. If it ain't 100%, it ain't for you. That part. If it's not 100%, it's not for you, love. What do you mean by 100%? What you talking about, Annie Marie? What you saying, Candy? I'm saying that if you got to be running around trying to hold on for dear life to 10% of a relationship and the 90% of the relationship is toxic, it's not for you. If 100% of the relationship is good, then it's for you. Come on, preacher. Oh no, I believe in myself and I love myself. So why are you taking the 10th? Why are you taking the 15th of it? Come on, Nunya. So if you believe in yourself and you love yourself so much, why do you choose to take less than you deserve? If you serve a great God and you talk about your Father and He's so glorious and great, why do you take less than you deserve? It's like having a crown and living with the peasants. It's like having a crown and sleeping with the dogs. Love adds, does not subtract. Come on, preacher, real love. Talk about it, King. Okay, Nunya. Who I am is represented by this crown. My life should represent this crown. People stay because of the fear of being alone. That part. Our fear is greater than our inheritance. Our fear is greater than our royal blood. Our fear is greater than our Father. Come on, we're gonna get through some things, because we ain't gonna be like this anymore. We say new year, new me. We mean that thing. Actions speak louder than words. Our fear is bigger than who we serve. We have to realize who we are and who we belong to. Right. I gotta believe and I gotta know who I am and who is mine. And when I see that no one and nothing can ever be bigger than Him, then I have faith to move in action in the things that I deal with. I'm to move in action to get out of this toxic relationship because it's something that I do not deserve. And His word is a yay and an amen. And you know what that means? That means that His word is bond. His word is real. His word does not lie because He doesn't, because He is not a man that He can. Do I got to keep going? He didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of love, peace, and of a sound mind. Yes. We are not created to worry or fear, right? Because that's His job. Whatever we worry about, whatever we're fearing, it's in His hands. It's in His hands, not ours. It's in His hand. So if the word says perfect love casts out all fear, then where is our perfect love, King? And where is our perfect love, Queen? If we are living in fear. Right, come on, Candy. If we worry, do we truly have faith? Come on. As if we get deeper, we can have a whole lot of words about the Most High, but do you really believe? Does your life match what you say? I see it all the time. Your body is your temple. You shouldn't be sleeping around. The Most High is not pleased with you. Your body is your temple. You're defiling your temple. I'm giving y'all a story right now. I'm giving you an example. People will say, you're defiling your temple. You're sleeping around here and there with this person and that person. Your temple is defiled. That is the temple of the Holy Spirit. That is the temple of the Almighty God. But you sit here and you running around eating McDonald's all day. You sit here and you overweight running around and they say one of the 7 sins is gluttony. And you sit here, eat and eat and eat more than you should. You defile your temple 24/7. People always have something to say. Be careful of people that always got something to say to you, well, about something. Be careful and start getting some discernment, king and queens. Because if you so keen to know exactly what I should be doing, how do you know? How you got your eye? How you so clear and focused on what I'm doing? It smell a little fishy. It smell a little fishy because you always talking about my finances, yet you running around asking people for rides because you can't afford a car. It smell a little fishy that you sitting there talking about how I treat my body, but look how your body looking. It's getting a little funny. We often recognize things that we deal with within ourselves. Stay in your lane. Candy, don't get me started. Walking around with cankles and got me saying something. Got something to say. Come on. No, but do you really believe the word? And that's the hard thing. And that's why it's hard for us to get people to believe in the Most High and see it, because our actions don't speak louder than our words. Our scriptures speak louder than our life. Our memorizing of scriptures speak louder than our life. Judge not. Come on, Candy. Because I got a whole lot of stuff that I need to deal with. So I'm not judging you. And I'm not gonna do blasphemy to the Most High for him to reveal hidden things to me and let me see what those hidden things are, but not live it. He didn't just give you this knowledge just to have it so you could tell somebody else. He gave it to you for you to live it, and that your life will change someone else's. Oh, do I gotta say that again? He didn't give you this knowledge just to tell someone else. He has given you this knowledge so you can live it, so you can change someone else's life by how you live, not just by what you say. Okay, DJ Chosen. Okay, King. Right, preacher, facts. That's what he did. It's not for us to recite things. When people start saying things down on other people, I really look at their life like, do you have it all together? Because the first thing the Most High wants us to do is to have some compassion. And when we have compassion, we see ourselves in their shoes. We see that we've been there before. We hadn't just arrived. The Most High is he's the one who took us out, delivered us, and set us free. So we're not gonna take the credit for something that he did and begin to judge other people for what they're doing, because now we got our life together. Of what we say we got our life together is. Just fell over on that one. He who without sin throw the first stone. He who is without sin. Come on, Candy. Throw the first stone. When you start getting into the word, people start falling off the bandwagon. But it is what it is. We have to be able to understand who we are. And we have to live this world and live it in action. And the reason why, this is the last thing and we're done. The reason why a lot of times we don't live, our words don't have any power from it. Our words don't have any substance behind it, is because we come to a place that we don't want to do what we say. We don't want to do what we say. Why? We don't want to do what we say. What you do is greater than what you say. What you do is greater than what you say. But I want to go here. A lot of times, that's it. Because we feel like we have to. And I want you to catch this. Lamar, hey love, Mia Monroe. This is going to help you. A lot of times we have empty words because we feel like we have to say it. And the key is, king and queen, is that don't say it unless you mean it. And don't say it unless you're gonna do it. Period. I don't got nothing to prove to nobody. That part. If my God says I don't gotta have it all together because he's helping me, I don't have to have it all together for you, for me to sit here and give you empty words so I can look away. That's the real deal about it and the story. The fact of the matter is, most people run around here saying and making promises that they have no intention to keep is because they want to look a certain way. But honey, I'm going to come to you raw, dog, and authentic. Welcome for DJ Cat. I'm going to come to you. I'm going to come to you straight up. You take me as I am. You take me as I am. Tervel, welcome for King. Hope you're having an awesome morning. I'm going to come to you exactly as I am. And I ain't going to say nothing unless I mean it. And I ain't going to say it. Thank you, DJ Cat. I ain't gonna say nothing unless I mean it, and I ain't gonna say it. Listen, and I ain't gonna say it unless I'm gonna do it, cause I ain't got nothing to prove to anybody but me. Don't say it unless you mean it, cause you ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. If the Most High is asking you to try cause he knows that you don't have it all together, why do we choose to make it seem like we have it all together for people? Why can't we give the Creator who made us ourselves? But when it comes to the creations that he has made, we have to be different. That's something, right? True self is going to pull us in a place like, I can't promise you that. I can't give you these words. You know, a lot of times people say empty words because it makes somebody feel good. Okay, let's just step here for a second. Have you ever told someone you love them just because they said it to you, so you said it back, but you didn't really love them like they was talking about? Put a 1 in the comments. Let's just be a little bit real. I don't care if it was teenage, high school. I don't care if it doesn't have to be now. Somewhere point in your life you told somebody that you loved them because they said it, so you just said it because you didn't want them to feel bad. Have you ever said something to someone that was empty words because you didn't want them to feel bad? Put a 1 in the comments. It's not just I love you, anything. If you ever said anything to someone that you just said it because you wanted them to feel good, put a 1 in the comments. You didn't really mean it, but you didn't want them to be hurt. You just didn't want them to feel hurt. You didn't want them to feel bad. So you just, yeah, I love you too. That girl, that dress does look good, because they hype and stuff like that. Oh man, your car is hot. You're saying empty words because you don't want them to feel bad. But I'm telling you, my king and queens, we coming to a place now. I got to love me more at the end of the day to love you better. And the way that I'm loving them better by being my real self is that when I tell them that I'm going to do something and I give them my word, they believe it. So at the time when it counts and they need me to say something to them or do something for them, then it will be real. Gift their head love. So don't say it unless you mean it. And don't say it unless you're going to do it. You don't have nothing to prove to anyone. If I can't make the deal, then I just can't make the deal. I don't got the money. I don't got nothing to prove to you that I can do something. What is the point of me saying something that I can't deliver? We gotta have more integrity about self. Come on, DJ Chosen. It's okay to say no. That part. If the Most High is telling me, this is what I'm trying to have us catch. If the Most High is allowing us to say no to him, and what I mean by that is saying, I'm going to try my best and I might not have it all together. If he's able to take that, why are we not allowing people to take the same thing from us? Listen, this is all that I could do. I want to help you, but my hands are tied. I want to help you, but this is what's going on with me. I would love to tell you I love you too, but I just don't feel it. I got to be real with me in order to be real with you. Come on. We got to tap back into some things. I got to stay in my authentic self. I can't tell you I'm going to do something that I'm not going to do. Are you going to come out? You're going to come out and do this? What, you're going to come out running or something? Are you going to run? I know I'm not going to run. I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to do what I can. You see what I mean? Right, DJ Chosen, right, Candy. I got gotta have some integrity about me, because the more and more I lie to you about what I'm doing, is the more that I find myself false. The more and more I change my own identity. What do you mean changing your identity? Our identity is a fact about us. But when we start messing with opinions over fact, then we're trying to change who we are. I hope we're catching this. We want to appease people more than being our authentic self. And I'm telling you, king and queens, you're worth more than that. You're worth more than trying to bend backwards to try to appease someone living your own life. What? You're bending over backwards to try to appease someone, and you're supposed to be living your own life, but you're living your life for someone else. Okay. I know this is hitting home. Thank you, DJ Chosen. Yay, thank you for the spam. And the energy to keep up the facade is draining. Man, whose life are you living? Man, that's deep. Whose life are you living? Thank you for sharing the live, DJ Chosen. Thank you, King. Whose life are you living? If you got to do and say what people want you to do, and say it. You're enough all by yourself. How do I keep my word, Candy, to people? You're enough all by yourself. If you can't do it, don't say it. Period. You're enough all by yourself. Candy talked about that earlier. We're scared about being alone, so we start appeasing everybody and making sure, coddling everybody, making sure everybody feel good. Guess what? I'm one person, and the one person I need to please is me. And why? Why is the one person I need to please is me? Because the Most High lives on the inside of me, and if I'm pleasing me, I'm pleasing Him. And if that happens, then I'm living. Otherwise, I'm not living. So I need to step back into yourself. Deal with you. Come on, Candy. Deal with you. Stay with you. And you do what you can. And you say what you will do. And if you can't hold yourself to the word, then don't say it. Don't volunteer yourself. Don't say it unless you mean it. And don't say it unless you're going to do it. Period. My life and my integrity means more to me than appeasing you and how you feel I should act and what I should do. We're valuing people more than we value ourselves, and that's why we deliver empty words. Because us delivering empty words speaks more about how we feel about ourselves than how we feel about people. That's deep. Us delivering empty words makes us delivering empty words makes us value who other people are and how they feel more than we value ourselves. He's stepping on 10 toes. I'm done. Thank you, DJ Chosen. Right, Candy? Thank you, King. That's good, right? 7 says right. Right? So, no, I'm enough. Yeah, but, so you can't even promise me that? No. See, you ain't really you ain't a queen. You ain't doing it. You ain't really helping me. You don't really love me. Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I can't promise you something I can't deliver. My integrity is worth more than that. My words is worth more than that. I'm a child of the King, and I try to be like my Father, and I try to make my word my bond. Even if it's not something you like to hear. Right? You're enough. At the end of the day, actions versus words. You're enough, King. You're enough, Queen. That whatever you choose to say that you can do, whatever you're able to do, and what you're not, don't. What you're able to do, and what you're not, don't. You have nothing to prove to anyone. I got a question for you. Okay, this is the last thing I'm going to say. I got a question for you. Were they there when you was dying in your situation? Was the people you're trying to appease and give these empty words to, did they help you when you was dying in your situation? Did they help you when you was being abused? Did they help you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually? Were they there when you was going through the hardest thing in your life? Did you turn around and they were there when you didn't feel like nothing? Did they uplift you? Did they do this? Did they do what happened? I don't have nothing to prove to you. I don't owe you anything. And if you feel like you do, then we're living in a situation of unconditional love. Come on now. Of unconditional love where we gotta give to get. That's not what he's promised me. That's not what it is. Come on now. Know your worth. And know that you don't got to prove nothing to no one. When we know who we are, I don't got to prove nothing to nobody. Yeah, I'm saying I can't do it because I can't do it. I'm not going to lie to you about it. And I ain't going to lie to myself about it. I'm not able to do it. When I tell you that I'm going to do something for you, when I tell you that I'm loyal, I'm going to make sure that I'm loyal. But if I ain't loyal to me yet, I can't promise you that right now. Let me get myself together. That way, when I come to you, as long as I'm 100, I could give you 100. I ain't 100 right now, so I can't promise you certain things. So let me get myself together and come to you correct. Period. I ain't got nothing to prove to no one. I came in this world by myself, and I will die by myself with the grace and purity. Come on, street. Come on. The code I live by. Come on, DJ Chosen. Come on, King. Come on, street. Let me make sure. Okay, come on. Hold up. Come on, Kings. Come on, Street Lord. Come on, King. Come on, DJ Chosen. That part. Never try to prove anything to anyone, right? We've been there. We all been there. If you was ever in a place that you tried to prove yourself to someone, put a 1 in the comments. Sexy Hit Love, if you ever was in a place before where you tried to prove yourself to someone, I had to do it myself. In any time in your life where you tried to prove yourself to someone, prove yourself, prove your worth, prove your love, prove your loyalty, prove your trust. Always running around here like you on trial. Always have to deliver receipts. Oh, honey, no, child. You lost who you are doing. You lose who you are doing that, right? That's why that relationship was always tense. You always had to prove stuff all the time. You always felt like you're going to court. Y'all ever had to go to court? How do you feel when you go into court? You get all that inside like, oh, here we go again. Oh, I got to deal with this again, right? That's how your relationship was. Like you was going to court every day. When you had to go to court for that speeding ticket you done did, or you done flew past the stop sign, or you ran the red light and you had to go to court hoping that they didn't take your points, and you just going like praying that everything works out. That's how your life was in that relationship. Like you felt like you were going to court every day. Why? Because you always had to prove something. You had to realize if you don't see it, then that's you being blind. Right. Come on, Candy. It's real. Right. So we don't have nothing to prove to anyone. We just got things to prove to ourselves. I can do it. I will make it. It's gonna happen for me. I shall do better. I will do better. I will be the head and not the tail. I will be above and not beneath. Start repeating these things that our Father said to us so we can believe it. Never see my seed begging for bread. Never seen the righteous forsaken. Come on. Start speaking these things over your life so we start believing in who we are, so much so that we don't deliver empty words anymore. Matter of fact, I don't deliver empty words and I don't do anything empty anymore. My relationships aren't empty. My words aren't empty. My life isn't empty. My prayers aren't empty. My mind isn't empty. Come on. The emptiness is gone. It's filled with hope, love, joy, kindness, compassion. That's what it's filled with. Divinity. I'm full. Come on, Candy. That's what he said. Come on, DJ Chosen, talk about it, King. Filled and full and running over so I could bless other people from what I'm getting. Come on, Candy. That part. So action versus words, mean what you say and do what you say. And if you can't, don't do it. I ain't got nothing to prove to anyone.